Good morning, comic fans, with the Comic Push of the Comics Club coming at you in 3D. That's right, 3D comic books, kids. One of my very favorite gimmicks. You know, I love comic book gimmicks. Give me more gimmicks. Give me a whole bunch of gimmicks all in one comic book. Make it with shiny foil cover and gate folded and embossed and in 3D. Today we have on top of having the biggest stack of the year. Look at this, kids. We're sitting at a 13-inch stack of comic books today, and that's probably being conservative. I think this thing needs to add a little bit. It is a wonderful stack, and we have such fun comic books this week, like this one. Hey, Steve Fisher. Hey, Charles LePage. Aren't all comic books three-dimensional? Yeah, that statement falls a little flat on me, Charles. You know, when people ask me, where are you from, comic book push, I always tell them I'm from Flatland, because Florida is just flat. Not like where Steve Fisher is. You're up in the mountainous country up there, I believe, aren't you? In the far north of Virginia. So 3D comic books. Recently we got in, let me pull something up here. Oh, by the way, what was the very first 3D comic, you might ask? Well, here it is. 3D dimension comic books. 3D comic books. Was indeed the very first 3D comic book ever, and it came with 3D glasses. And you know, how cool is that? And there's been a whole bunch of really cool 3D comic books over the years. So check this one out. 3D Batman Adventures, an amazing 3D. And look at the bat-shaped glasses. That's really cool. You know, I love that they did this. You know, did this with the special ones, because you know, this is what you get with the current ones. I mean, come on, guys, flip a little bit. However, there is one. I'll show you in a minute. But back to these. This is interesting. The comics that have come out over the years. Here's another one, 3D. This is Captain 3D. All his comic books in true 3D. You know, it's like high resolution 3D. You know, at the time, 4000K 3D. Let's see. Also, there was this Green Lantern one. There's just been a whole slew of them. This one came out not too long ago, and we sold right out of it. Of course, this is the first appearance of Deadpool, and that was in New Mutants 98 in 3D, which we had a few weeks ago, and it is gone. It is gone already. Today, we have another one. We also had this one last week, which is the three-dimensional X-Men #1 with the whole gatefold. Did you guys get a chance to see this? If you didn't, there's also this one is new too. Look at Hulk 340 in 3D. You can see the whole battle, everything. It's so cool. But if you didn't get a chance to see this one last time, if you have 3D glasses handy, any of you, if you have 3D glasses, you should put them on right now, because I want to give you this book to look at. I had one open, but apparently I brought over the wrong one. Anyway, look at this. So put on your 3D glasses if you got them, and check this out. It is the original, 1992 redone, all in 3D, inside and out. And how cool is that? So if you're a big fan of this particular issue from way back then, now you can get it in 3D, and you can get that Hulk Wolverine battle also in 3D. And they do come with 3D glasses, even though Marvel went cheap on them. That's okay. Get this back in here, and I'll show you the other one. This one came out a couple months back, and it's a giant oversized one, and that's another gimmick. Make your comic books giant size, which can be very cool. And this one comes with 3D glasses as well. The Faster Than Light comes with 3D glasses. Look, they did theirs cool. Not all cheap like Marvel did theirs. Look at this one. How cool is that? Nice 3D glasses. I'm loving it. So 3D comic books, man. The very first 3D comic book, as I told you, was what was it? I just told you it was 3 dimensions comics, 3-dimension comics, and that was 71 years ago in 1953 that book came out. Wow, isn't that amazing? Let's go. New comic book day today. My birthday tomorrow. Hey, happy birthday. How you doing, Juan? Good to see you guys. Happy birthday, Alexander. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, comic books are going 3-dimensional again, and I'm loving it, because I just love these gimmicky things. And our huge stack of comics, and we have oversized comics, giant size comics, with Treasury Edition size comics, with magazine size comics. We got all kinds of different comics today. You might know that we're going to see the return of very soon. We're going to see the return of. Where's my books here? We're going to see the return of the Hush storyline. We're going to have Hush coming back. Good morning there, Jonathan. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to have Hush coming back. And for those of you not familiar with Hush, one of the best Batman stories ever. And we just got the trade back in stock, Batman Hush. And there will be that new Hush storyline going through all kinds of comics. And this we just got in. If you were, a lot of people love that Dark Knight's Metal book, all the series. This is collecting almost all of it into one volume, a compendium. It's got, almost everything is in here. The Dark Knight's Metal compendium collects the entire Dark Knight's Metal saga, plus all the tie-ins. So not just almost all of it plus more. Tie-in stories from the epic event, including Dark Days, just all of it. There's a whole list there of all the things that this book has inside of it. So, what a great compendium if you're a fan of Dark Knight's Metal storyline, which involved the dark negative multiverse. If you didn't read it, it's pretty amazing. It brought us the Batman Who Laughs, which is a terribly scary character. We have some wonderful variants today. A while back, they had some. Unfortunately, California seems to suffer every year of terrible, terrible fires. You wonder how there's anything left not burnt in California sometimes from what you see in the headlines. Revenge of the Verge, I think they had a 3D in Smell-O-Vision. Yeah, they've been Smell-O-Vision too. That's right, Juan. They had a Smell-O-Vision one. There was also been scratch and sniff ones for a whole bunch of different ones. There was one that was supposed to smell like your lawn clippings from your lawnmower or a marijuana smell. There was one that was Christmas smell, so it smelled like cinnamon. There's been all kinds of different ones for the scratch and sniff ones. Those are scratch and smell. Yeah, those are great gimmicks too. So we've got to get a comic that has, gatefold, 3D, perforated, comes embossed with 3D glasses. Anyway, I was talking about the LA fires. There was terrible LA fires, and they did a comic book as a charity comic for the victims of the LA fires. It's called LA Strong, and it collects some stories in here. And all the proceeds of this went to, hopefully, all of it goes to the LA victims of the fires out there that they had so terrible this past several months ago. So that's what this one is, and it'll be behind the counter if you're interested. It's a $10 book, and that is money that is being donated to charity. That our purchase of it was donated to charity for the LA fire victims, and our hearts go out to people who have suffered such terrible losses. Magic number 3. It seems like there's no end to tragedies these days for weather. It's been terrible. Magic number 3, 1 in 10. That's the design variant. Eddie Brock is Carnage, and this is issue number 2. We've got a 1 in 25. Are you a Carnage fan? One World Under Doom is up to issue number 2, and we've got a 1. What is this one? 1 in 25, I believe. Yeah, 1 in 25. Zatanna, issue number 2, 1 in 25. I never would have thought we would have a Zatanna so popular that I would be buying 25 or more copies of issue number 2, but here it is. This is the one, and that's a 1 in 25. Detective Comics has this really wild 1 in 25 cover. I'm liking that. That's pretty cool. The blood dripping off there. I'm liking it. And we've got DC and Sonic crossover. How cool is that? This is a 1 in 25. Sonic the Hedgehog world and the DC superheroes. That is fun. Absolute Batman is up to issue number 6. And today we have a 1 in 25 for you. This is going strong. People are loving this comic. The early issues continue to be more sought after. We have people I've never seen before come to the store looking for these books. That's the kind of action you want to see from the new comic book series. People coming in, never been to your store before, picking up a new comic book series. And Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman have achieved that. The last time we saw this happening, really, the way it's happening these days, is when the new 52 launched back in 2011. And that was a major event in our store. It dramatically increased our customer base, and these have been doing the same thing. Not on as big a scale as it was then, because there's a little bit more economic challenges at the moment. I think we just come off of the Great Recession back then, and right now, maybe we're going to recession, hopefully not. This is a 1 in 50 Absolute Batman. For the Absolute Batman fans out there, I've only got the one. Come and get it now. Now, this is the one that people have been asking me for. When is it coming out? When are we going to see it? Well, here it is. Absolute Flash. That's a 1 in 25. I love the way they did the checkerboards at the top, the go-go checks. That's official DC. Other ones have knocked it off before. Geiger does it all the time with almost every issue. And so this is 1 in 25 in the new story. I have read it. This is so much fun. I'm loving this new Absolute Flash. It was not what I expected. It's even better than I expected. So happy to see this 1 in 25 hitting the stands. But if that one's not good enough for you, well, perhaps you're in the market for a 1 in 50. Absolute Flash, number 1, 1 in 50. And I doubt if the number 2 is going to be able to achieve this, but I do have an Absolute Flash, number 1, 1 in 100. I want to keep this, but I will sell it. I've only got one. I will sell it. First come, first serve, the Comics Club today, people. All right, there we have all of our variant covers. Man, what great stuff. 3D comics bring a whole new old dimension to comic books. And we learned a little bit of history about 3D comics, right? Dimension Comics with included 3D glasses. Life is from Distillery Comics. Distillery does all these oversized books in giant size. And again, let me show you the standard size comic compared to theirs. That's how big it is. So we have this big giant comic for our big giant stack. These are obviously we have several different oversized comics coming today, including some, even one from DC and one from Marvel, I believe. So let's see what all we have from the indies today. We've got My Little Pony, a one-shot. This is called the Case of the Missing Puff. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, their Mutant Nation, is up to issue number 5. Sonic the Hedgehog in his own comic is up to issue number 77. There is a crossover with DC happening. Star Wars, The High Republic Adventures, coming at you from Dark Horse Comics. This is issue number 16. Welcome to the Maynard, some strange hotel. I haven't read this, but apparently that's the star of the show, this girl here. And welcome to the Maynard. So issue number 4. I'm not familiar with it, what the story is about. Anybody got a synopsis? We also have from Image Comics, The Deadly Tales of Gunslinger. And I love how Todd has kept the comic at only $2.99. His Spawn world is still mostly $2.99, unless it's some special event, like an annual or one special one-shot or special miniseries. Todd has kept it at $2.99, which we are so happy about that. Thank you, sir, for keeping the comic books affordable for everybody. From the world of Flash Gordon, we have Defenders of the Earth, issue number 5. Look at there, we got the Phantom on the cover. We've got a couple of Phantoms on the cover. Which one's the real one? Maybe Dad's come back. Isn't this a generational thing? Is it handed down, son to son, or something like that? Father to child, parent to child. Maybe they have female Phantoms. I think they have. That's the action figure version. The Power Fantasy, we're up to issue number 7. They spend a lot of time giving credit in every language on the back. And the Rockefellers, this is issue number 4 from Image Comics. The Rockefellers. Saga up to issue 72. Wow. And I think they missed their opportunity. We got a blank back cover. Not even an ad. Couldn't you throw a little art on there, guys? I know. Great comic book. Saga is amazing. Walking Dead, we're up to, this is the deluxe, of course. We're up to issue number 109. That is the one that gives us a color version of the story. G.I. Joe is up to issue number 5 of the new series. And we've got several different covers to choose from. All right, and Rat City, which is kind of Spawn in the future, issue number 12. And I like how they give us a sneak peek of what's to come in issue number 13. Blood Squad 7, issue number 7. Bug Wars. Oh, bugs. That's one thing about Florida, man. We got bugs. We got a lot of bugs. Big bugs, little bugs, giant flying bugs. Florida state bird is mosquito, I believe. Green Hornet, Miss Fury, issue number 3. Are you a Green Hornet fan? We need a new Green Hornet movie done right. The last one was terrible, and I think we should have something that really does the character justice. Set in the time era it was originally at, giving us the actual story. Lenore! Roman Dirge's Lenore. From Titan Comics, we're up to issue number 2. The Time War's going on here. All kinds of fun in Lenore's crazy world. Space Ghost looks almost like Space Ghost is venomized on this cover. I swear. Look at this. It's a venomized Space Ghost. What's going on there? He doesn't look too healthy. And we have Jay Lee's covers, which are always amazing. Jay Lee is an amazing artist. We love Jay Lee. We love Bendis. We love Parejo. We love Alex Ross. We love Campbell. Oh, my God. I can go on. We love Amanda Connor. Love you, Amanda. You're fantastic. You too, Jimmy. You're amazing. You guys are amazing. That was Dick Tracy, if you didn't notice. Awesome covers on Dick Tracy there. Epitaphs from the Abyss. Terror as You Like It. This is issue number 9. A couple different covers for it. Wait. There they are. Like there's trouble in the South. And last but not least, The Deviant. This is the ongoing Christmas horror story by James Tynion. Except we're going to have horror of Christmas all year round with this one. It is a big, fat book. Very dark story, but up against crazy stuff. But fun. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at Marvel next, if I can get to it. Oh, here we go. All right, move these over here. Now, I said each company. Well, not each company. The Marvel, DC, and even one independent had giant oversized offerings. And almost every week, we have something from Distillery that's oversized. This time, this was one of the most popular books that came out this past year, and it's being put out in a deluxe Treasury Edition size, and it's just massive, and it's amazing. And this collects Doctor Doom. This collects Doom from 2024, number 1, Fantastic Four, number 583 from 1998, and Runaways. Spoiler alert. Runaways 215 number 1. I don't know if you know, but the Runaways are coming back, and they're running from Doom now. He's coming for them. Doom alone can save the Marvel Universe. There it is, that famous cover in a giant size. When I say giant size, I'm talking about here's today's Avengers. That's the size of this thing, and it's a hardcover. Is it a hardcover? It's like a. It is like a hardcover. I think it is a hardcover. It's like a flexi hardcover. It's a soft hardcover. Something in between. There it is. So anyway, awesome book. Huge. I like these giant, massive, oversized books. I've only got this one of it though, and that's an awesome book. I showed you Avengers there. We'll deal with Avengers. There we go. Avengers number 24 has several different covers, some really cool stuff. Look, it's Jeff in the Rivals game, the Rivals cover, and that's Peach Momoko. So popular. And there you go. There's that. This is Cable. Cable's having a bad day, just so you know. There's that. And here's this one. So somebody's unraveling his cable arm. And Deadpool trying to make some extra bucks. He loves him some money there, selling the T-shirts on the cover of Cable. Love and Chrome. This is the April Fool's Day variant, you see. April Fool's Day. Pretty fun stuff. Deadpool is such a cut-up. Deadpool and Wolverine. His first couple covers are silly, but the last one is amazing. They're all amazing, but this last one is amazing. This is your April Fool's cover here. And then this one, Wolverine just trying to have a drink in the bar, and look who's coming up behind him. Oh, my gosh. And listen, look at this. This is such an awesome cover. I'm loving this. It is so ridiculous, but at the same time, that is perfect them. These two, this is just perfect for them. How many have you been watching the new Daredevil? The very first fight right off the bat between him and Bullseye. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many knives each of them had stuck in their bodies, how many cuts, how many wounds. And then he throws him right off the building. Spoiler alert, sorry guys. If you haven't been watching it, just go watch that fight scene. Oh my God. That is the most dragged out slugfest and knife fest you ever saw. Plus the batons are out, batting each other. It's just so good. Carnage, number 2. There you go. Exceptional X-Men's up to issue number 7. Peach Momoko again. She's everywhere. But she has such great art. And look at Magic. Whoa. Look at the covers of Magic here. There's Ginny. Risen. I love the giant sword action. They gave Wonder Woman one of these giant swords. And Peach Momoko. Loving it. It's a holly down there, it looks like. One World Under Doom. Of course, we have multiple covers. We have to. I mean, and not just a couple, quite a few. One World Under Doom. What's happening to Ben Grimm? What's Doom up to? What's he doing to poor Ben? Look, he's reading Dr. Doom, Books of Doom. Looks like he's got the omnibus there, a hardcover version. And Dinosaur Doom. And this one. That's the Rivals cover. If you didn't catch the Rivals cover before, that's the Rivals cover. Those Rivals covers have been very, very sought after recently. Okay. Get that out of the way there. Captain America, Sam Wilson, issue number 3. There's little jet boots there. Pretty cool. It's Captain America with flight. The Time Variance Authority is up to issue number 4. Got all kinds of weird covers there. I think this is Nick Fury covers early by who? Who's this a nod to? Is it Stranko? Is that it? Anybody recognize? Suddenly that's what's coming to my head. The Nick Fury covers was, I believe it was Stranko. I'm not certain. There you go. New Champions. Bunch of covers for that. It's up to issue number 3, so why not have 10 covers, Well, it's not really 10 covers. There's 2. There's 3, Peach Momoko. There's 4. And 5 covers. Psylocke, we're up to issue number 5. And she's got various covers, including this hot cover. And this Rivals cover, which will be hot. And this one of her. The Pose in the Spotlights. Very famous comic book cover. Lots of spotlights on people in comic book covers over the history. You could probably do a theme collection of nothing but characters in the spotlight on covers. They did Batman and Robin multiple times that way. Miles Morales. up to issue number 31. He's reading. Look, I bet he's reading on the. What's he reading there? Web of Spider-Verse. And that one. Let's see here. We're coming up on Ultimate Black Panther number 14. Well, look at that. Or is it supposed to be this way? I think. Ultimate Black Panther. If you are a fan of facsimile editions, Fantastic Four number 3. All foily facsimile edition. There's other versions. There's another that's not foil, but we have sold out on pre-orders. If you need one of those, we'll get it back in for you, I believe. This is Daredevil Unleash Hell, issue number 3. It comes back because this is the red band edition with the extra explicit content that not safe for work content. And we have the same situation with Werewolf by Night. Also, their red band. This is issue number 8. These red bands have been very popular with customers. So, last but not least, we have the Ultimate X-Men number 13. And we have this variant shiny foil edition of X-Men number 13. There's Marvel. We have now DC left. What are we doing for time here, kids? Wow, we're gonna have to kind of fly through. I know Mr. Happy's anxious to get in here and give us his 2 cents worth about the secret word. Everybody's speculating, I'm sure, that it's 3D. Could it be? Could the secret word be that? We'll have to find out in just a minute. We'll give it to you in just a minute. This is Superman, The Last Days of Lex Luthor, number 2. This book is way overdue, way delayed. Should have been here forever ago. If you guys were reading it, it's finally up to issue number 2 is finally here at last. It wasn't a one shot, and here it is, oversized again. Like I say, these are the oversized books. So there you have that one. And up next on the stack just happens to be, as it's coming off the stack here, we'll just give it to you. These are the absolute editions of The Flash. And we've got a bunch of covers for you. Absolute Flash, number 1. That cover and this cover. We have the foil logo cover. This one. Oh, that's a cool one. I don't even remember seeing that one earlier. I'll have to take a closer look at that one. And this one, it's the shiny foil edition. That one. And if you didn't like any of those, well, create your own. And this is the blank edition that underneath the blank is the number 1 cover A. All right, those are our absolute flashes. We have Detective Comics up to number 1095. That is huge. 1095. And still not the longest running comic numbering in history. Getting closer, though. This is New Gods. Several different covers to choose from, including the International Women's Day cover, which is not this one. Nor is it this one. Not this one as well. Look who that is. Oh, anybody know who this character is? Not Darkseid. We all know that one, but does everybody know who that is? Who is that? Anybody tell me? And don't forget to leave a comment down below, kids. Look at there it is. It's Big Barda, and this is our International Women's Day cover by Jenny Frison. I'm loving it. Great stuff there. Nightwing. Is Nightwing falling off a building in this one? I feel disappointed if he isn't. Oh, it's a Polaroid camera taking all kinds of pictures of him falling off of buildings. Well, him running with his dog. Duncan. One in the hoop. And, oh, look at him riding a motorcycle. No falling off of buildings. Oh, well, I just have to draw my own of him falling off a building. Question all along the Watchtowers up to issue number 5. And she is a badass. question. Interesting story. Kind of turned her into a kind of a detective kind of deal thing. Titans. We got actually this is issue number 21 of Titans. You have any more covers here? Yeah. Jeez, look at all the covers of Titans. Wow. Look at all the covers of Titan number 21. You think there's something big going on in it? Psycho Pirate. Him and all of his buddies are in Nightwing. These basketball themed ones, I guess it's playoff season, is it? I don't know. I don't follow sports, but suddenly there's people playing basketball in all the DC comics. What's that all about? Anybody know? Tell me. And there she is. Loving that cover. That's great stuff. Jimmy Frizen. Okay, Zatanna has become hugely popular. Like I say, I rarely get a 1 in 25 for a Zatanna, even a Wonder Woman. But here you go. It's happening this week because this Zatanna has been hugely popular, and she gets a foil one. Nice foil, shiny cover there. All right. Mr. Happy wants to join in. He's been waiting so long. So he had the theme of 3D. So the very first comic, 3D comics, was Dimensions in Comics. I believe I showed it to you earlier. Wasn't that 3-dimension comics? That's what it was. 3-dimension comics. So the secret word is dimension. Dimension. Like 3-dimension? Like 3-dimensional comics? Dimension is your secret word. If you know the secret word, it gets you 15% off any single item. Thank you, Mr. Happy. We appreciate it. It gets you 15% off any single item in the store. Limit 1 per person per day. If you're a Discount Club member or a subscriber, you get 20% off any single item, 1 per person per day. Some restrictions apply. Thank you so much for knowing the secret word when you come in. And be sure to tell me before I ring you up so I don't have to re-ring you again, because I have a very unforgiving register. It makes us re-ring things if we make a mistake or have to do something in the middle of it. Anyway, so Absolute Batman. We're up to issue number 6. It's starting a new story arc, people. Good time to jump in if you haven't so far. Look at that great cover. And this one. That is awesome. His costume is amazing. Batman and Robin year 1 is up to issue number 6. Got some cool covers for this one. Two-Face having a bad day there. There is a facsimile edition of Batman number 613. And it also has a foily cover. World's Finest. This is issue number 37. There is another cover I've sold out on pre-orders. I'm going to try to get more in. It has a celebrity on the cover, some famous guy who does some sort of cooking show or food show. Catwoman, up to issue number 74. What a great show cover. Look at that one. Falling into place. I'm loving that cover. That is some cool artwork, eh? Fun stuff. Challengers of the Unknown is up to issue number 4. And last but not least, Sonic the Hedgehog is crossing over with the DC characters. And if you didn't like those, we've got a blank one. So there you have it, kids. Wow, what a huge stack of comics. What a great week for comic books this is. Our third week of the month, and we've had a massive, amazing number of comics here. Great fun with the 3D stuff. And you have your secret word. So if you please leave a comment down below. I enter you in a monthly drawing. We'll be doing that drawing in just a couple of weeks. The first show of April, whichever it is. I'm hoping it's the first Wednesday. We'll be doing the drawing for that. So be sure to tune in for that. I think that covers it all. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, it's the March Madness in college basketball. That's what's going on, Steve? I don't follow sports, so I guess that's what's happening. For you sports fans out there, we've got comic books with superheroes playing basketball on the cover. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you next time.